This morning, veterans gathered in Denison to have a good time and learn more about resources in Texoma. There were rows and rows of tables stretching all throughout the building, all filled with pamphlets and manned by people ready to serve those who served our country. All proceeds from the event went to Soldiers Village, a nonprofit dedicated to helping veterans facing homelessness.
It is so important to support those who have, basically been willing to sacrifice everything for our country, and anybody can help veterans.
Event organizers said that any veterans who couldn't make it out today but want to learn more about the resources available to them in Texoma should reach out to the Walker House. For more information, please visit the KXII website at any time.